Chosen one, the moment you've been unknowingly building toward for years is exploding into reality right now, and I'm about to show you exactly why every person who rejected you is secretly losing their mind watching your rise, why there's a hidden line of people desperately trying to get back into your life, and the shocking reason your biggest critics are now your most obsessed followers. Every flower doesn't bloom at the same time. Every person doesn't peak at the same age. We all have our divine time to flourish, and your time is now. Life has been orchestrating something so perfect, so precisely timed, that when it unfolds, even you will be amazed at how all the pieces fit together. Remember when they said you were too much, too different, too unconventional? They gave up on you way too soon. Never in a million years did they think they would look back on little old you and see something extraordinary. You were written off, cast aside, overlooked. But what they didn't understand was that you were being prepared for something they couldn't even imagine. Something massive is shifting in your favor, and I'm going to tell you exactly why this is happening now. Who's watching from the sidelines with completely different eyes? The shocking truth about what's been happening behind the scenes while you've been staying true to yourself. And the dangerous trap that's being set for you by people who want to sabotage your newfound success. You were rejected, yes. You were misunderstood, absolutely. They didn't get your vision, your energy, your approach to life. You were shining, but you were shining in the wrong spaces with people who couldn't recognize your light. The confusion wasn't about you being wrong. It was about timing, positioning, and natural progression. Every time someone told you that you didn't make sense, that your dreams were unrealistic, that your approach was all wrong, they were actually confirming that you were operating on a completely different frequency. You weren't meant to make sense to them then because you weren't in your season yet. Something about you is about to make perfect sense to everyone, and it's going to happen in such a dramatic way that people will literally stop and stare. The same qualities they criticized, the same dreams they laughed at, the same authentic self they rejected, it's all about to become undeniably brilliant. But I need to tell you about what's brewing in the background first, because while your success is building, so is the competition for your attention. There are people who are strategizing right now about how to get back into your life, and not all of them have pure intentions. Life has been setting up a moment where your authenticity becomes the exact thing everyone needs. Your unconventional approach becomes the breakthrough solution. Your different perspective becomes the missing piece everyone was searching for. And when this happens, the people who passed you by will have one overwhelming thought. I wish I had recognized their genius when I had the chance. This is your vindication story, chosen one, and it's unfolding right now. The rejection you experienced wasn't punishment, it was protection. You were being shielded from connections that would have diluted your purpose, from opportunities that weren't big enough for your destiny, from people who would have tried to dim your light to make themselves more comfortable. While you've been staying true to yourself, maintaining your authenticity even when it felt lonely, even when it seemed like everyone else was moving ahead while you stayed the same, life has been arranging circumstances that require exactly who you are. Not a modified version of you, not a toned-down version, but the full, authentic, unapologetic you. The positioning is complete. Your steps have been ordered in perfect sequence, and now everything is lining up for you to walk into spaces where your light not only fits, but illuminates everything around it. You're about to step into success. That feels both surprising and inevitable at the same time. Your journey can be compared to someone getting ready for an elegant ball. Most people would automatically choose formal shoes, dress shoes, the appropriate footwear for such an occasion. You, however, had the wisdom to bring sneakers in your bag, not because you planned to need them, but because your intuition told you to be prepared for anything. When you arrive at this ball, you discover it's actually a sneaker ball. Everyone else is overdressed, uncomfortable, unable to fully participate because they followed conventional expectations. You, meanwhile, can change into your sneakers and suddenly you're perfectly equipped for the moment. It looks unconventional, sneakers with formal wear, but it makes perfect sense for this specific time and place. This is exactly what's happening in your life right now. All those unconventional choices you made, all those times you trusted your instincts over other people's advice, all those moments when you refused to conform. You were unknowingly preparing for opportunities that required exactly your unique approach. The sequence of events leading to this moment follows a perfect mathematical progression. You went through the struggle phase, then the breakthrough phase, and now you're entering the clarity phase where everything makes sense. It was only a matter of time before your authentic self aligned with the perfect circumstances to showcase your gifts. Something fascinating is happening behind the scenes that you can't see yet. There's competition brewing, there's jealousy building, there's a line forming of people who want access to the energy they once dismissed. The same individuals who couldn't see your value when you needed their support are now watching your rise with completely different eyes. Some of them are experiencing genuine regret. They're realizing that their judgment was clouded by their own limitations, their own fears, their own inability to think beyond conventional expectations. They're having conversations where they admit, if I had really thought for myself instead of following the crowd, I would have made a different choice about them. Others are feeling something more complex, a mixture of admiration and envy. They're seeing you effortlessly living what they secretly dreamed about. You're accomplishing things they wished they had the courage to attempt. You're embodying a freedom they sacrificed for security, an authenticity they traded for acceptance. The most interesting part is that you are achieving things you never even asked for, not realizing that these accomplishments were someone else's hidden dreams. You're living out scenarios that others fantasized about but never dared to pursue. Your natural evolution is their secret aspiration, and they're sitting somewhere watching your life unfold with a mixture of awe and longing. There are people who never told anyone about their deepest desires, their most ambitious dreams, their wildest fantasies about what their life could become. And you're living those exact scenarios without even knowing it. You're unconsciously fulfilling someone else's vision board while simply being yourself. This creates an interesting dynamic. Suddenly, people who had no time for you before are finding reasons to reconnect. Former romantic interests who disappeared when your future seemed uncertain are reappearing now that your trajectory is clear. Past connections who went silent when you needed support are sliding back into your messages with compliments and invitations. The following is a message from Mike, founder of the Obsidian Inner Order, powered by Astral Atom. You didn't just survive your past, you were refined by it. Every betrayal, every psychic attack, every night you thought you wouldn't make it, that wasn't random, that was the forge. And now the blade is ready. Inside the Obsidian Inner Order, we gather each week on live Zoom calls. And yes, they're recorded, so when you're down in the pit, you can still tap the signal. You'll meet divine warrior goddesses who walk with ancestral fire in their spines, masculine healers who carry prophecy in their silence, a former military drone operator who now moves matter with his thoughts, a seer from Utah who broke free of Mormonism to become a Gnostic, a psychic in Noosa who used to be a millionaire, CFO, a spiritual healer who clawed their way out of a satanic cult and now channels light like a weapon. These aren't stories. They're your future reflections. If you've ever felt like you were meant for something more, it's because you are. The field is open. The war is real. The circle is waiting. Join the Obsidian Inner Order. Link in the description. Thank you all for supporting the broadcast. We quite literally could not do this without you. After being overlooked for so long, having people finally recognize your worth creates a tempting sense of validation. Some of these people are bringing gifts, flowers, romantic gestures, all the effort they should have invested when you were building yourself up. This is where the story takes a dangerous turn, chosen one. Not everyone returning to your life has pure intentions. Some genuinely recognize that they made a mistake and want to make amends. Others are trying to position themselves close to your success, and a few are operating from a more manipulative place. They want to get close enough to undermine your confidence, to make you doubt yourself, to remind you of old insecurities so you'll shrink back down to a size that feels manageable to them. There's a specific type of person who becomes threatened by your success and decides to do something about it. They can't stand that you've risen without their permission, without their approval, without needing them at all. So they devise a plan to get back into your life, not to celebrate you, but to sabotage you from the inside. Their strategy is sophisticated. They come back with love, with apologies, with promises of a different future. They acknowledge that they were wrong about you. They praise your achievements. They make you feel seen and appreciated in ways you've been craving. This feels like the validation you've been waiting for. The people who rejected you are finally recognizing your worth. The trap is subtle. Once they're back in your inner circle, once you've opened your heart to them again, once you've let your guard down, that's when they begin the slow process of eroding your confidence. They start questioning your decisions. They remind you of past failures. They plant seeds of doubt about whether your success is sustainable. Their goal is to convince you that your rise was a fluke, that you should be grateful for their return, that you need them to maintain your success. They want to make you dependent on their approval again, so they can control your trajectory. If they can't have the success you're experiencing, they want to ensure you can't fully enjoy it either. This is why life has been developing your discernment during this journey. All those times you felt confused about people's motivations, all those moments when you had to figure out who was genuine and who wasn't. You were building the exact skills you need right now. You've developed the ability to see through confusion, to cut through mixed signals, to understand people's true motivations. You have choices and options now, and you're learning to navigate them with wisdom. The same intuition that kept you authentic when everyone else was following trends is now helping you sort through who belongs in your life and who doesn't. This discernment is crucial because your success is attracting all kinds of attention. Some people want to genuinely celebrate with you. Others want to learn from you, some want to collaborate with you, and others want to use you, manipulate you, or diminish you. The fascinating thing about authentic success is that it exposes everyone's true character. When you were struggling, people could pretend to be supportive without any real cost. Now that you're rising, their genuine feelings are becoming impossible to hide. Support requires more effort now. Friendship requires more intention. Relationships require more authenticity. Some of the people watching your success are dealing with their own internal conflicts. They want to celebrate you, but they're also struggling with their own feelings of inadequacy. They're proud of your achievements, but they're also wondering why they didn't have the courage to pursue their own authentic path. Your success is holding up a mirror to their choices, and not everyone likes what they see. Some will use this as motivation to pursue their own dreams. Others will try to diminish your achievements to make themselves feel better. A few will become so consumed with comparison that they'll attempt to compete with you or copy your approach. There's a group of people who are studying your methods, trying to reverse engineer your success so they can duplicate it. They're watching your content, analyzing your strategies, copying your language, mimicking your energy. They think success is about external tactics rather than internal alignment. What they don't understand is that your breakthrough isn't just about talent or timing. It's about the integration of your whole self, the alignment between who you are privately and who you are publicly, the consistency between your values and your actions. These qualities can't be copied because they have to be developed through genuine experience. This is why staying true to yourself becomes even more important as you rise. The same authenticity that got you here is what will sustain you at higher levels. People can imitate your methods, but they can't replicate your genuine essence. They can copy your strategies, but they can't duplicate your authentic connection to your purpose. Success has a way of protecting authentic people by making their achievements dependent on qualities that can't be faked. Your breakthrough isn't just about external achievement. It's about becoming someone who can handle success without losing themselves in it. This is why people who try to manipulate their way to success often find themselves living hollow victories. They might achieve external markers of success, but they're disconnected from the fulfillment that comes from authentic achievement. They're constantly worried about being exposed as frauds because, on some level, they know they are. Life operates on a principle of natural matching. When you're authentic, you attract authentic opportunities, authentic relationships, and authentic success. When you're manipulative, you attract manipulative people and situations that require you to keep manipulating to maintain them. Think about it like a feedback loop. Every choice you make, every action you take, every energy you embody sends a signal about who you are and what you're aligned with. Life then responds by sending you more experiences that match that signal. When you lie, manipulate, or pretend to be someone you're not, you establish yourself as someone who operates from deception. So life sends you more situations that require deception, more people who are deceptive, more opportunities that aren't genuinely aligned with who you are. When you stay true to yourself, you establish yourself as someone who operates from authenticity. So life sends you situations that reward authenticity, people who appreciate genuineness, opportunities that are perfectly aligned with your real gifts and purpose. This is why your success feels so different from other people's success. It's not just about the external achievements, it's about the quality of the experience. When people celebrate you, they're celebrating your real essence. When opportunities come your way, they're coming because of your genuine value. When doors open, they're opening because your authentic self is exactly what's needed on the other side. You chosen one don't have the problem of imposter syndrome because your success is built on the foundation of your genuine self. Every achievement feels earned because it flows from your authentic efforts. Every recognition feels meaningful because it's acknowledging who you actually are, not who you pretended to be. This creates a completely different quality of success. There's a depth to it, a sustainability to it, a fulfillment that comes from knowing you didn't have to compromise your soul to get where you are. You don't have to maintain a false image because your success is based on your real image. The people who rejected you before are starting to understand this difference. They're realizing that your success isn't just about luck or timing. It's about the courage to be genuine in a world that rewards conformity. They're seeing that your authenticity wasn't a weakness to be corrected, but a strength to be celebrated. This realization is creating a shift in how they see success itself. Some are beginning to question their own choices to play it safe, to follow conventional paths, to suppress their authentic selves for approval. Your example is inspiring them to reconsider what's possible. When someone refuses to compromise their genuine nature, the ripple effects of your success are reaching further than you realize. You're not just achieving personal victory, you're demonstrating a different way of being that's giving others permission to embrace their own authenticity. Your courage to be yourself is creating space for others to do the same. This is the true mark of a chosen one. Your individual success serves a collective purpose. Your personal breakthrough creates pathways for others. Your willingness to be authentic in the face of rejection opens doors that others can walk through. The timing of your success isn't coincidental. The world needs what you have to offer at this exact moment. Your unique perspective, your unconventional approach, your authentic energy, these qualities are becoming increasingly valuable in a world that's hungry for genuine connection and innovative solutions. In today's landscape, people are exhausted by fake personas and manufactured content. They're craving real connection, honest communication, and authentic leadership. Your willingness to be genuine positions you perfectly for this cultural moment where authenticity is becoming the ultimate currency. Social media has created a generation of people who know how to curate perfect images but struggle with genuine self-expression. Professional environments reward networking and impression management over real competence and character. Dating has become a game of strategic presentation rather than authentic connection. Into this environment, you emerge as someone who never learned to be anything other than yourself. While others were perfecting their masks, you were developing your genuine skills. While they were networking strategically, you were building real relationships. While they were crafting personas, you were becoming a person. This authenticity gap is why your success feels so refreshing to people. You represent something they've lost touch with, the possibility of being real in a world that rewards fakeness. Your achievements prove that authenticity isn't just a nice ideal, it's a practical strategy for success. The business world is starting to recognize this shift. Companies are looking for leaders who can inspire genuine loyalty, not just compliance. Customers are choosing brands that reflect their values, not just their needs. Employees are prioritizing workplace culture over salary increases. Your natural approach to relationships, work, and life is perfectly aligned with these emerging trends. You don't have to learn how to be authentic because you never learned how to be anything else. This gives you a massive advantage over people who are now scrambling to rediscover genuineness after years of strategic presentation. The technology sector, traditionally focused on innovation and disruption, is now emphasizing emotional intelligence and human-centered design. The entertainment industry is moving away from manufactured personalities toward authentic storytellers. The wellness space is rejecting perfection culture in favor of real, sustainable approaches to health and happiness. Every industry is experiencing this same shift toward authenticity, and you're positioned perfectly to capitalize on it. Your natural tendency to be real, to admit mistakes, to show vulnerability, to connect genuinely. These qualities are becoming market advantages rather than personal quirks. The financial implications of this shift are significant. Authentic brands outperform manufactured ones. Genuine leaders create more sustainable businesses. Real relationships generate more referrals and repeat customers. Your authenticity isn't just morally superior, it's economically advantageous. This is why people who dismissed your approach are now scrambling to understand how you've succeeded. They're trying to reverse engineer authenticity, which is like trying to manufacture spontaneity. The harder they try to appear genuine, the more obvious their manipulation becomes. Meanwhile, you continue to attract opportunities that align with your values, relationships that energize rather than drain you, and achievements that feel meaningful rather than empty. Your success has sustainability built into it because it's based on who you actually are rather than who you think you should be. You're not just succeeding despite being different, you're succeeding because you're different. Your authenticity is your competitive advantage. Your uniqueness is your superpower. Your willingness to be yourself is your greatest asset. The people who tried to change you, who pushed you to conform, who insisted you needed to be more like everyone else, They were actually trying to eliminate the very qualities that are now driving your success. If you had listened to them, if you had compromised your authenticity for their approval, you would have lost access to your own genius. As you continue to rise, remember that the same principles that got you here will keep you here. Stay true to yourself. Trust your instincts. Maintain your boundaries. Choose authenticity over approval. Life has more surprises in store for you, and they're all going to require you to be exactly who you are. You're not just succeeding despite being different. You're succeeding because you're different. Your authenticity is your competitive advantage. Your uniqueness is your superpower. Your willingness to be yourself is your greatest asset. The people who tried to change you, who pushed you to conform, who insisted you needed to be more like everyone else, they were actually trying to eliminate the very qualities that are now driving your success. If you had listened to them, if you had compromised your authenticity for their approval, you would have lost access to your own genius. As you continue to rise, remember that the same principles that got you here will keep you here. Stay true to yourself. Trust your instincts. Maintain your boundaries. Choose authenticity over approval. Life has more surprises in store for you, and they're all going to require you to be exactly who you are. The validation you're receiving now isn't just personal recognition. It's confirmation that the world is ready for what you represent. Your success is opening doors for other authentic people who were waiting for proof that being genuine is not only acceptable but advantageous. This moment belongs to you, chosen one. This success, this recognition, this vindication, you've earned every bit of it through your consistency, your courage, and your commitment to being authentic. Life has been preparing this moment for you while you were preparing yourself for this moment. The last laugh isn't about revenge or proving people wrong. It's about the natural consequence of staying true to yourself when everyone else suggested you should be someone different. It's about the inevitable recognition that comes when authentic value meets perfect timing. You made it make sense by being exactly who you were meant to be, and now everyone gets it. The confusion has cleared, the timing has aligned, and your moment has arrived. Welcome to your season, chosen one. This is just the beginning of what life has planned for you.